Yo, what's going on guys? Expert Legion here. Today I'm going to talk about the new dev stream that was coming out 3 days ago. I apologize, I was a bit busy throughout the week. I had to deal with a stupid snowstorm, but I'm back. Anywho, let's get straight into the video. There's some pretty exciting news going on. We have the Dagath Deluxe, because Chinese New Year. Looks pretty sick, by the way. As you can see on screen here. She looks... love it, sorry. Sorry if that was too loud. She looks astonishing, by the way. Damn! Absolutely. Oh, I need to go get myself a Dagath. She looks so good. And you can see the different skins. And of course the horse also gets a customization also. Don't forget about that. Vauban Heirloom collection. As you can see here, he's coming out. I believe they're coming out on February 11th. So put that on your calendar. Gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be using Vauban. Y'all gonna see me playing Vauban, and apparently has two variations. You can actually have his a sleeveless overcoat, or you can have it on. Entirely up to you. Oh wow, that looks amazing, glowy. He got that swag on. You know what he reminds me of? The fit. It looks like Gyre, that deluxe skin of hers. And this is him in game. They were playing it on stream. I don't know if it's gonna have like new ability interaction and stuff. Still the same stuff. From what I'm looking at, his first ability, second, third, and fourth. Maybe new sound effect, I don't know. We'll see though. I can't wait for it to come out. I'll get it. But from what the note here says that the passive has been changed. The description update to match multi bonus. Passive will trigger when targets being shocked by electric proc. Add clarification to abilities that scale with enemy levels. And we got even more changes to his first ability. Status change scales with power strength now. Nervos will try to maximize their distance with one another. Ragdoll enemies can now be affected, so this is really good if you're throwing his fourth ability, which sucks enemy in. You can throw your first out. Added a trail to keep track of them better when in motion. That's really good. Whenever I throw out, I could never find where they are, so that's really good. Augment added marker to affected enemies to better see which enemies to prioritize. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I like that. I like where we're heading. Mind layers. Merge tether coil with fletched orbs. What? You tell me the tether and the they're 2 in 1 now? Holy. Can't wait to see that in game. Merge vector, pad, and overdriver. So he's gonna have 2 abilities instead of the usual 4? Oh my goodness. Oh, vector pad is really good. Now, because I mean overdrive gives you damage increase, but with vector back you get increased speed forward. We'll see how that goes in game, because most of the time when you're playing Vauban, it's either going to be Fletcher's orbs or the overdriver. I don't even use vector pad much or the tether coil, so we'll see how that goes. Pad provides a speed buff alongside the directional push. Okay. Pad applies overdrive damage buff. Figures much. Damage and speed boost can also be given to equipped companion. Tap for tether, fletch it, and hold for vector drive. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Photon strike. Force blast proc to enemies hit by blast. Double damage to enemies with overguard. Reduce ability cost. Slight increase the radius. Enemy trap and Bastille. Bastille? I don't know how to say that. I apologize. No longer gets thrown about by photon strike. That's really good, because when you throw your fourth ability out, you throw your third ability in, what happens is enemies get thrown around by the photon strike. Augment photon repeaters. If photon strikes hit at least 5 enemies, the next cast will cost no energy and fires 2 additional strikes. Holy. Sorry, I had to drink water there. Lots of talking in case you notice. That is really good. So you're telling me if I throw my third ability in and it hits at least 5 enemies, the next cast will cost no energy, which is already as it is, right? The original augment was already like that. Now it fires 2 additional strikes. Has it been like that? I remember the no energy, but I wasn't sure on the 2 additional strikes. I don't play Vauban much because of his second ability being quite annoying, but I'm pretty positive that the cost energy is not a thing. I think they just added the fire 2 additional strike. Someone correct me in the comment. I'm pretty positive that's a new thing. Bastille can now hold an infinite number of enemies. So that's actually really good. I like that. But with a limit on the amount of active Bastille and Vortex. Okay. Gotta have this, but you're gonna lose that. That's alright. Increase armor bonus cap and rate at which Vauban in squad gains armor while inside Bastille. Okay. That's good. Ragdoll enemies will now be affected by passive armor strip. Augment removed repelling mechanics. I thank you so much. Since there is no cap. Yeah. Instead, killing an enemy in battle will increase its duration by 2 seconds. Can't wait to see his build. Holy. Guess I have to revise his build again. And then next up, we have the next update. Warframe, the Shadowgrapher looks kind of scary. Can't wait to see what it is. Looks kind of scary. It is already. Maybe we're gonna have another rap tap tap. I don't know. Oh dear, that is scary. They also did Awakening remaster, as you guys can see here. So if anybody has did this original mission already, you will tell the difference. I'd never done this. I did the Cryopod Awakening. That was back in the day. I never did this, but apparently they did some lighting. That's pretty bright. That looks so good. You're telling me this is Warframe, a free-to-play game? Oh my god. Look at that glare. That is a bit too much though. Maybe lighten it down a little. But that's good still. I'll take that. Oh, look at the changes. Man, they're doing really good with the lighting change. Look at that. And for any of my veteran players, we are getting some new Coda weapons. The Bubonica is getting one. Heck yeah, Coda. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. That looks so good. And I believe we are also getting the Kuva Gusaw, as you can see here on screen. Look at that. Can't wait to get my hands on that. Gotta make myself look like the Doomslayer. And they also did some changes with the relics. So if you guys have noticed, we got a new relic here that actually provides us with the Requiem directly. So you guys know the old ones, we have like 3 mods, and then we have Exilus Warframe, and then we have the Ayat Stars. That's not gonna happen anymore. As you can see here on screen, we're gonna have a relic. It's gonna provide all of the Requiem mods you need. So that's gonna be so helpful. And not only that, you don't even have to upgrade. I think. I don't know actually. Doesn't look like it. Let's hope so. But thank God I don't have to keep putting my void traces inside the relics. So at least you can get them much more easier now. It is still RNG, but you know, at least they're within the reward pool much easier instead of having like the Ayat Star in and then the Exilus Warframe adapters in. So this is really good change to do. Also, they're gonna drop this Syandana. It's exactly like the one from Tennocon last year, 2023. So they're gonna have something similar like this one again. It looks so good. I need to get my hands on that. Please, Warframe, please. I will get my hands on that. For any decoration people out, not decorate, cosmetic. We're getting new heads, new changes. We're also gonna be getting 2 new deluxe skins. Grendel Deluxe, and then we'll have one for Gauss right here. It's the mecha theme too. Oh my goodness. Even the weapons getting changed too. Look at that. That looks so good. I think that's a Seltra, and that is Grendel's signature weapon. And when we can actually see them in game right here. Look at that. That's so cool. I don't think that I have the Seltra skin in yet. Apparently you can get an emote for Grendel and Gauss, as you can see here. Can't wait to see this. This is exactly like Noko and Yareli. I love this. And we're getting teased on the next Warframe, as you can see here. We're actually flying to the Vesper relay. Holy crap. We're heading to an old relay that got destroyed. And apparently it's a new game mode. I don't know much about it. I know there's a new Warframe. But this looks scary. I like horror theme. Warframe needs to do a little more horror. So yeah, you saw in the picture, that's the new Warframe. The 64th Warframe, Follie. She's like artist vibe. So this is her in game, so you can see here. There's just ink coming out everywhere. And then we have animation for her as well. There's even one for her reading. And she gets spins everywhere and falls. So to sum it up, this is the Vauban Heirloom update, February 11 coming out. So mark down your calendar, we're coming up with that soon. Getting the new Vauban Heirloom. and a little bit of the vulnerability retouch, and then the Lunar New Year celebration with the Dagath skin. And then for the Shadowgrapher, that's actually coming out in March, so that's gonna be the 64 Warframe Follie. Yeah, she's ink and paint theme. And then we have a new game mode. Vesper Relay returns. That's pretty cool. The fact that we're returning to a relay that was destroyed. And then Gauss and Grendel's Deluxe with duo emotes. Yeah, Assault Deluxe and the Master's Deluxe. Yep. Awakening Remaster. And then the new adversary weapons, the Kuva Kusa, Coda Bubonico, and the Tenet Quanta. New Requiem Internal Relic. Can't wait for those to come out. Oh, more items to purchase with Riven Silver. And more remastered Drifter and Operator's Fate. Oh, okay. Tune on February 27. Can't wait for that. And anyways, guys, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.